Hello and welcome to the paper flower folding demonstration. Some of the materials you will need: an optional mat or plate, buttons of your choice, a bone folder, glue gun stick, a strong acrylic glue, 6 square papers double-sided in colour, skewers and your glue gun. Firstly, fold your paper in half, point to point. Make each fold a neat and strong crease using your bone folder. Take the right point and fold it in line with the top point. Take the other point and do the same so that they meet in the middle. Don't worry about any little creases. If they're to the bottom of the petal, no one will notice when it all comes together. Just make sure it has a strong fold. Then what you need to do is line up your petal against a line on your plate or mat. Then open out the wing, press it down gently with the point in line with one of the lines on your guide. Give it a bit of a press down. Then do the same with the other wing. Line it up with your guide. Open out the fold. Press it down so that the point is straight and in line with your guide. And then neaten it out. Once you've done that, you need to turn it over. Then you can see the 2 flaps at the top. You just need to fold those over so that it is flush with the back of the petal. Just give them a little press. Next you just need to open out those little folds and tuck them in underneath both layers. Turn it back over and just give everything a little press down and make sure everything is nice and flat. Then just fold the wings in half, give it a bit of a press down and then do the same again on the other side. It can often want to bounce back at this point, but just aim for a strong fold. Then when you bring those 2 wings together, they curve in to make your petal. Next, grab a bit of glue and place it down just the seam edge of the petal. And press it together. Dependent on the type of glue, you may have to hold it for a few minutes, or if you like, you can peg it together until it's dry. Repeat the same process another 5 times for your 6-petaled flower. You do have the option to make as little as a 4-petaled flower with much larger papers, or up to a comfortable 8-petaled flower. Once you have made your petals, place them into the order of which to use next as we glue them together. Take your first petal and place glue down the edge of the seam. Not too much, nor on the seam. Take your next petal and place them together. Try to line up the point at the bottom and the top so that the curved top edges of the petal are level with each other. Press them together carefully not to squish them and let them dry properly. Patience is key here. Repeat this process until you're left with 1 loose petal. You'll need a little bit of patience, but if you have a good glue, it won't take too long. For the last petal, what you'll need to do is place a bit of glue down both edges of the petals. And carefully place the remaining petal in between the 2. then hold it down in place. Don't be afraid to hold it in place a little bit longer than you expect. You need to make sure that it is nice and strong for the next stage. Once you've stuck all your petals together, you should have a flower that looks like this. Now you could leave it like this, or I'll take you on to the next step. So for our final step, take your skewer, get your chosen button and have your glue gun ready. You want to make sure you put the pointed end of your skewer in first. Thread it through the centre of your flower. You want to make sure it does actually fit through, so just be a bit gentle with it at first. Once you've pushed it all the way through, you want the flat end of the skewer to sit just below the level of the centre of the flower. Press some glue into the centre, making sure it fills the gap. If you have a wider centre, don't worry about it too much, just make sure that the skewer becomes flush with the top of the petals. And let it set in the centre. Then you need to put a bit of hot glue on the top and place your button in the centre. Hold it till it's set. Then you're finished. Congratulations, you should have yourself a lovely flower. Here are some examples that have been made. You can shorten the sticks for smaller flowers. You can vary the amount of petals in a flower. And not forgetting to make sure your petals are made of double-sided paper and are a true square, otherwise you may struggle. I hope you enjoyed our demonstration and feel free to share your makes with us. Thank you for watching.